Okay. Let's get Ed and Latof in here. Ed versus Mikos. Root and Ed was 3-1 to Roots. Ed versus Latof. There we go. Oh shit. Let's get Ed ready to rumble indeed. So Roots and Marco officially playing now. Get them names off the list. Marco 0-3. Marco against Roots 3-0. So hopefully we're getting Latof against Ed here. There you go, there's a password, Latof. And he's loading up as well. We get all this stuff ready. Run a quick ad and I'll be right back for about 30 seconds here. Oh, commercial. 390. No, not a 180. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, it's fine. Red versus Latof. It's gonna be Ed. Yellow's gonna be Latof. You set that to 0. Yeah, dude, I accidentally pressed so many ads. Oh my god, how do I cancel the ads? Fuck. I did go onto Twitch Studio. Shit. Fuck me. Create a dashboard. Quickly, let me stop that ad. Ad is red. Latof is yellow. What is stop an ad? Fuck. It's like I can't stop an ad. I don't care. Stop it, Twitch. Fuck, I can't stop the ad. Okay, I'm sorry. We have to go down anyway. Let's go. Yeah, Chen, I'll try to get you next. So Ed versus Chen will be after this. Yep. How do I cancel an ad? Fuck. Okay, anyways. I'm gonna go for it anyway. Sorry. Okay, we seem to be back. Alright, we seem to be back, I'm sorry. I accidentally pressed so fucked up there, fucked up. Anyways, we're back. Ed and Latof this time. This is Latof's final game here. So Latof has played, is gonna play all 11 players that he should be playing. Hats off to him, and now here we are. Arabian Oasis, Ed against Latof, best of 5. So Ed's gonna start on bottom right, Latof gonna start on top left, Arabian Oasis as per usual. I should probably get this, Dayton might randomize the starting map so it's not too everything there. Operations ever don't say one-sided, thank you very much. Resourceful, I don't have enough mods on me right now. Oops. Choose outcome, Marco won that. Let's start another one. Let's start the game anyway, it's not that big of a deal. So Latof against Ed. There you go, predictions up, vote up. One-sided? I don't think so. I don't think it'll be one-sided at all. We're seeing how Latof is playing. Sorry, we're seeing how Ed is playing. He's been really good so far. He's been really great so far, and Latof, obviously the beast that he is, so good at playing defensively. And we're seeing it we're actually seeing a very opposite in terms of playstyle. Ed is a very heavy aggressor. Probably might go 1 or 2 minus, and then suddenly he'll be in your face with rhinos. And then Latof is a very good, very amazing, one of the best. He's the best Deso camper in this game currently. You know, there might be a better Deso camper back in the day. I have no idea. I wasn't around back in the day. But aggressiveness versus defense, offense versus defense, this might be what we will see later in this series. So second row war factor from both players, still on 6 minus each. So Latof's on 5, 6 is coming out just about. And the double drone from Latof, is it here? One drone gets in. Where's that second drone? Looks like Latof only went with 1 drone so far. Yep, just the one. Just the one. Yeah, so Ed's Latof's drone, sorry, red is Latof, right? So Latof does have the double drone. Latof got drone previously. So Latof's double drone still waiting to come into full effect here. He typically has one where the MCV would be and the other one down towards bottom. It's looking to make a move here. Latof going 0 fodder means that radar is gonna come out pretty soon. Latof waiting for that double drone towards mid game as well. It's gonna help him change his mind if, let's say, Ed decides to rush in. He could use the drone to prevent that rush and slow down that rush actually. So that's gonna help him in the other way as well. So there you go, that's the 2 drones waiting. And Latof, there's the radar and the forward rack. It's gonna come out pretty soon here. Around 3 walls each. Deso coming out immediately. You saw how he made that Deso and waited for the forward racks to come out and then deploying it. That'll make the Deso immediately come out of the war factory. And even more Desos come around the back here. Should have sentry guns in a bit as well, before Ed can get any drones. And we're on 4 walls now for Ed, along with some drones to get rid of the Desos, but the Desos are protected by a couple sentry guns. That's why Ed is gonna spit down on the bottom here and try to kill that sentry gun so the drones can come in. There you go, both drones down immediately here for Latof. Another drone around the top here, just getting a rhino instead of a Deso there. And Ed making his way around the bottom here. Latof is really late to reply here. Ed could push him down mid right now, but yeah, Latof finally moving back towards mid. Still on 4 walls here from Ed, hasn't moved his MCV either. Same with Latof. Another Deso going down there. This is rare to see Latof losing so many Desos in one game. But production is definitely favored towards Ed now with 5 wall factories available. Latof still stuck on 3. So we've seen Latof do this time and time again here. Latof's gonna get sandwiched here down the bottom. He needs to sacrifice to grab a couple of mines before he goes here. Just target him individually. One goes down. Second one does not go down here. He does get saved. 2 ticks of health remaining. And Ed trying to push him on the top as well. Latof will be able to deal with it. Drones are gonna come in. Latof gonna turn around and try to destroy it. One rhino getting droned only. And expose Desos once again here. Latof, not really a good thing to do here. Ed gonna combine forces down in mid. And splitting off just a couple rhinos down towards the left and right channel. Latof gonna split, so I take the war factory down on the right side. And Ed hasn't moved his warfare MCV yet. Latof gonna take the high ground once again, as he always does. And Ed is gonna follow in blindly after. Unfortunately, Ed does have a good number of rhinos there, so he can't really follow along. But in comes another split from Latof down towards the bottom, and the MCV moves towards the bottom left, gives Ed, and he leads. Oh boy, Latof, the lack of micro there, or actually being out microed by Ed, lost his MCV and giving Ed any leads here. That's going to be detrimental towards Latof for sure. Latof going to get pushed back by Ed down on the right side of mid as well. And the bottom right split should be dealt with pretty easily by Ed here with more rhinos coming out of the war factory. And on the back of that, Latof only has a handful of drones, a handful of rhinos, and no MCV, albeit that elite did go down. But that was a pretty big mistake there from Latof, moving his MCV unguarded and not realizing there was a split down to his bottom left. So Latof definitely stuck on war factories now, but he does have 5 available for him and 1 AFK mine along the top there. That's a pretty big yikes there. Ed is on 5 war factories as well. And Latof's reply here is to go drones. He's out tanked, he rebuilds his MCV here. He needs it for the eco. That's gonna cost him a lot of rhino time here. Ed should be able to capitalize on that. Yeah, so they're coming in towards the middle here. The drones are there for Latof to defend, while Ed tries to poise and move along the top. There's the MCV deployed down on the left channel, and Ed should be ahead on rhinos here pretty massively, which is why Latof made a ton of drones here just to pick off rhinos bit by bit, so he won't have a huge advantage over him. But unfortunately, that is not enough to stop Ed here, making his way downtown, walking fast, faces blast as he is homebound for that first point in the game here. Definitely pushing towards here. Latof trying to split along the right side as well. Ed definitely sees that primes a war factory, but he's gonna focus on the damage done in Latof's base. Instead, his rhino should be able to deal with those pretty easily here. And gonna chase all the way down here, and the MCV again, second MCV is gonna go down. Ed did lose that split, however, but I think Latof is definitely gonna be on the losing end here. He's gonna fight all the way to the end, that's for sure, in case something miraculous happens. Yeah, so still available again. Another elite coming out here for Ed. But definitely not looking good here. Ed needs to either pull back to help against the split, or he needs to push forward here because Latof's on 2 vets now. If Ed leaves these 2 vets go on, he might get an elite. Unfortunately, that's not it. And Latof calls GG, and that's the first game for Ed. Alright, predictions are gonna go close pretty soon here. Get your votes in. It's gonna close in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 1. Forgot how to count. So currently 55% towards Latof, 45% towards Ed. So Ed definitely the underground underdog here. Whoops. Again, Path, I'll answer your question later when I can see the brackets. So we're on Yin Yang here. Latof's similar to Ed actually. Ed has a specific map pool that he goes for, or specific maps that he goes for whenever he's playing. And Latof's the same as well. Latof would pick maps like Heck, maps like Landmarks, Dry Heat, Path More Traveled, and Ed would actually pick maps like Montana, Dry Heat, no, not Dry Heat, Montana, Path More Traveled, Desert Island as well. So players definitely have their specific preferences to what maps they like to play. Definitely being proving their point here. Is this a double drone on Latof? But Ed is gonna go 0 here. Oh, sorry, Latof's gonna go. Yeah, Latof's gonna go double drone and follow up with a rhino here. Ed's only hope is to get rid of that rhino before it happens. And looks like Latof definitely gonna take out that miner from Ed. Ed being the aggressor here, it's really weird to see that he's been aggressed. Down goes that miner even before it got banked. And Ed has to take care of that rhino before he gets another one droned. Another miner drone. That could have been 2 miners down for Ed. Fortunately, he did defend that with that rhino well. And this drone is pretty dead as well. So Ed sold that refinery. I think he's gonna build another one straight afterwards. Another drone incoming here for Latof again. Power drop from Latof goes top right. What is he gonna use that drone for? Is it for the rhino or for another miner? It looks to be for that rhino, but the miner is definitely a target. Latof learning from his mistakes here. He's not gonna let that top left expansion go down again. So he's gonna place a couple sentry guns there. Send a couple doggies that way. There we go, that's one getting droned. And another rhino getting droned here down the bottom. I thought was Latof would actually get some damage down here with that bottom splits. Unfortunately, Ed was really quick to send a drone there. Also, Ed not mining gems. Yeah, Eduardo, come on, get your gems, buddy. That's the primary reason you see Ed's eco actually going down. So Latof's gonna move forward here and ignore the split down to its bottom left. Latof amassing rhinos down, collies down the top right hand side. And it comes to trade here. Ed is gonna pull back all of his rhinos, but at what cost here? Ed should have taken that trade. One miner is gonna go down. If Latof pushes forward and gets another miner here, 4 rhinos for 2 miners, that's an absolute trade. He's gonna go to a stop right as well. But Ed is gonna move in with double Coney power drops down on top left and bottom right. The power drop goes down anyway with that with the power plant to follow afterwards. But the sentry guns are out for both players here. Latof gonna lose his war factory down on top left, while bottom left is being defended really well by Latof. Another split incoming on the north, to the north and west, east, west, wherever it is, to the left of Ed's base as well. And Latof losing a refinery as well down on top left, but this carnage by Latof, he's absolutely dominant in this game. And on this map, Ed seems to be falling really far behind here. Tank control is really great. Latof attacking Ed there. He's gonna push on forward, annihilating all of Ed's rhinos, and eventually that miner will follow along with it. This looks to be 1-all here for Latof. Down goes that miner on gems, and Ed is left picking up the scraps. So he does have a good eco with the 5 miners he has down on bottom right. But Latof incoming with the rhinos and the power drop as well. It's gonna push all the way through. Down goes the war factory as well. Ed builds second barrage for good measure.
Player defeated.
And down he goes. That's 1-all. Latof so dominant on that map once again. 1-all.
Tech building captured.
Montana DMZ. Sorry, I just blanked out there. What? Okay, anyways, Montana DMZ, Ed spec here. This is one of Ed's map pool, or Ed's map pool that he actually plays whenever he loses to pick the map. Specific strat from Ed, I don't think he has much. He does go for the cornish right at the start. He uses it to anti-scout. The first game he did it, he anti-scouted on the bridge and then he got eaten by so many dogs. So that didn't really work out for him. And looks like he's gonna keep pushing in on here with the connies. That was a periphery, a bloody goal by periphery. So drones out, dicks out. The drone might take a good number of connies actually, but I think Ed is gonna reinforce it with the paratrap around the back as well. And gonna force Latof to go 0 here, or try to go 0. to try and defend from this push with the very early corners. So Ed again keeping up the pressure whenever he can. He did go 0 here, getting another miner on the gems. Latof's Spider around the back, just kind of forgotten here. And look at that Ed again, once again getting squashed by a lot of corners there. And the Paradrop not doing much down back in top right. Yep, it is periphery by a bloody goal by periphery. So the drone from Latof is gonna go into one of Ed's miners. There is no second drone currently. Blood Eagle by periphery. Yeah, so Ed's still going 0 here. He needs to probably keep up with the production like he did against Marco when he played Marco earlier on at AVS. So another Pedro going top right. And the drone from Latof going in on that miner on the left side here. Ed should be able to save that miner if he quits and gets the service depot out immediately. He's lucky that the Paradrop didn't buy. I don't think Ed realizes it. The miner's gonna go down anyway. You might get into the other miner here. Oh no, Ed. Oh no, Ed's gonna lose 2 miners here. He needs to get a service depot out. He does, but at the cost of 1 miner there. So he's down on 2 miners. 1 on gold, 1 on gems. That is painful for sure, and Ed has to sell the MCV now and moves the other miner to the other patch of gems to get forward with his eco. He is on broke currently. But he does have a good number of rhinos available though. Latof's gonna try and defend this, hiding behind the sentry gun, a very well timed sentry gun indeed. Let's look at the tank control here from both players. Pretty even number on rhinos. Latof does have the defender's advantage with that sentry gun and more rhinos coming out immediately. Ed does not need to be overconfident here and overcommit. It looks like he already has now. He's gonna have to back out. But he's choosing to keep up the pressure here. Obviously, he doesn't have anything else left in base. And in comes that Paradrop now down on top left. It's gonna get rid of that war factory. 1 of 2 war factories left by Ed. It does get sold before it dies. So more eco for Ed here, but it is not looking good after that miner getting droned and dying immediately. And maybe not hearing the ore miner under attack prompt by Eva or Zofia. But it is currently Latof's game to lose. He does have that radar up. And look at him control shifting with the coordinates instead. He's gonna go in with that fight though. He tried to deploy the Desos, but the Deso went down immediately beforehand. More central guns out for Latov. And still keeping out the pressure here. Drones available as well for any pesky Desolus that comes through. It's pretty tense here. Latof knows he can't engage immediately with the Connies right on the forefront there. That's why he's waiting for the Desos. And Ed falls to long distance mine. A very long distance there for the rest of his gold. Ooh, did that drone get in? It didn't. Yeah, this is definitely Latof's game to lose there. No fodder left remaining for any of the player, and Latof's gonna steam all the way through. That's gonna be 2-1 now for Latof. Good attempt there by Ed, but Latof with that late drone definitely won him the game there. Chris, if you smelt it, you dealt it. So Chris fought it, obviously. Alright, Kevin's of Siberia. You know what? Who was it? Was it both Nob and Steve saw that I was from California? And I'm from Cali. From California, bro. I'm actually from California. I'm not even from Singapore. What the hell is Singapore, man? Man. What's man in an American accent? Man? Man? I don't know. He slam? Nope. Far pimps. Well, what we're just realizing here is that Chris has faulted, that's all. You know, I'm not even ashamed to admit this, but I have checked before if my farts would get picked up by my mic, and thankfully it does not, so I'm safe. I'm free to fart whenever I want, and it wouldn't get picked up by the mic. Yes. Right, cabins on Siberia here. It's played this map before. Was he? Yeah, he was against Marco, and Marco picked this map actually. Did I capture that? That's no, because the fart didn't get picked up. What do you mean? That's a pro player. Is there a lot of gonna drone one miner? Fortunately, it does have a 70 point immediately ready. I think Latof might be better off hiding behind the tree for this drone here. Because Ed, actually, no, Ed is not going for the same strat as he did previously. Or actually, he might move after getting that refinery up on that cliff, and he might move towards top mid. Ooh. Nope, he's not. On video, no. God no. Okay, yeah, Ed is not moving just yet. So a little bit of a different strat here, possibly. Double war out from Latof. And his drone hasn't got into any of anything yet as well. So Latof opts for the radar before moving MCV. Ed wants that MCV did. Ed wants it. Is he gonna get it? He gets it anyway. It's a lot of time wasted there for Latof all the way back to the service depot. And Ed's gonna use this opportunity to push in while he has the tank number advantage. But Latof does get the desert up beforehand. Chris, come on. You don't need that mental image in your head. So Latof getting time wasted there after getting his MCV droned. Third war out for, fourth war out for Ed now. So a little bit of a different strat here, moving his MCV, not selling it just yet. This is where the annoying part comes in here. Defending against split when you're under tanked. It's already moved down. I would have thought he can just build a barracks and then double barracks and then he'll get a ref there immediately. It's a lot better than moving MCV. But it's gonna push on the right here. Latof quick to pull away that miner. Ed does have drones on the way as well to deal with the Desos. In case this happens, the Desos needs to be deployed, but I don't think he's going to. One miner goes down anyway. Before he could get deployed, all of Latof's, or most of Latof's miners were on that middle patch and one going down. And Ed is selling his MCV there after his fourth war factory. And then comes the drone as well. Is he? I hope he's not pulling in the miners. He absolutely is pulling in the miners forward. The Desos get deployed. They're vulnerable. Down they go. Sentry guns are gonna help with the drones. And Ed is gonna pull in some miners as forward. I think he just realized it, pulls the miners back. And here comes Ed's push down on both channels here. It's gonna combine both into one. Latof is gonna take this to push all the way through here. Desos are gonna come around the back. Doesn't get deployed. The war factory is waypointed. Two war factories gonna go down here for Latof. And Latof gonna try to do some damage onto Ed, but Ed has a lot of rhinos and drones waiting for him, sorry. Down goes the production for Latof. And what does Latof do here? He has nothing. He can only spam Desos, not with the radar going down. Looks like a base rate here, but it actually looks to be a base rate in Latof's favor. Latof, after getting rid of the production, is gonna pull back to try and defend. And it's all down to the rhinos that they have left here, and Latof unfortunately does not have a radar for the Desos. So in an attempt at the base rate there for both players losing their only war factory and their MTVs. Obviously Ed selling his. And we're down to the last bit of units. Tesla troopers are now being pulled out from Latof. But the miners should be able to deal with the Tesla troopers really easily. Latof, no fodder. Latof needs to pull in the miners as fodder. You don't need the eco now, Latof. We definitely do not need the eco. Oh, now he only pulls the miner. Only now does he pull the miner forward. Can he get the micro to target the rhinos individually here? And Elite coming out here for Ed. That's gonna be painful and really hard for Latof to push through. Miner fodder still alive and through here. So does the Deso fodder as well. Handful of rhinos remaining. The last miner for Latof goes down here as fodder. He still has 2 left, but he's gonna keep them alive. And Ed does not want this Elite to go down. He's gonna pull back for a bit, wait for a little bit more reinforcements. A bunch of fodder waiting back at home here. And a drone which does not get any damage out. Latof is ahead on 2 rhinos here in this fight. So we've got 4 to 6 rhinos. Eh? Yeah. Huh? Yeah. So 4 to 6 rhinos, including that Elite for Ed, who has a low number of rhinos. Gonna push in with the fodder here, trying to get the last miner out of the way. Down it goes. This is down to the wire here, boys. Latof has to be careful here. Good micro to pull back the injured rhino. He should be taking the high ground now. Ed does have 1 damaged rhino there. He does not have a service depot. He's selling his buildings to get eco and to get colonies out of it for fodder. And look at the amount of fodder that Latof has now. Ed trying to make a maneuver to go around here. But Latof will take the high ground, which means that he will sacrifice the amount of time needed for Ed to get into his base. He needs to trade now. But he's gonna pull back to try and defend here, because beware of the Elite. Tesla troopers now incoming for Latof. More rhinos damage here. 2 of them are on very low takeoff health. The Tesla troopers could get rid of it. 1 down. 2 remaining for Ed here. 2 down. Elite coming out for Latof. And the last rhino here with the Elite goes down and gives Latof another Elite. And the remaining colonies will sell off, and Ed loses in magnificent fashion. 3-1 here. GG's.